Nate Smith here, give you guys the Week 6 recap. We'll go ahead and let this thing load up, and we'll get started. It's been a while, man, so I want to go ahead and give you guys a good show. Try to get more consistent as I was coming off the vacation. Kind of burnt out, but we're going to make it happen.
Artistry on display. Hi, everyone. I'm Scott Hansen. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens.
Mic check.
And it's Baltimore's all-time leading touchdown scorer, Mark Andrews. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. It's a 59-yard touchdown. Got another one to get to right now. How about Gang Green, the Jets, as they play host to the New England Patriots? And this is Kyle Williams. Playing like street football. Everyone go deep, and this time it works. This will wind up as a 72-yard touchdown grab. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Eagles. And this is the running back. A 56-yard touchdown run. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
All right, so I see a lot of things been happening since I've been gone. Got to catch up with everything. It's been a while. We will do an incentive check simply because in the Super Bowl I want to put a pot in. So we still will keep up with the incentive because the Super Bowl I still want to have something up for it. All right, so we will start with the game of the week. All right, let's see. The game of the week we had for Week 6. Let's see. What was the game of the week? Okay, I guess we haven't had any games of the weeks. So we'll just start with the Cowboys and the Steelers. This was a surprising game. Seeing the Cowboys fall short, 31-34. I did interview Massive after the game, and we'll take a listen to hear what he had to say.
Thank you for having me, man, and welcome back, man. But we did some things out there on offense that we like, man. We have I don't know. Sometimes you can have too many weapons, man, and we just not getting the right people involved. We made a couple key mistakes, man. On the goal line play, we got a sack that knocked them out of the goal line and onto the 15-yard line, and then he no huddled. I should have caught a timeout and went into a proper defense to guard the 15 yards and not stay in that goal line. Made that mistake. We had a punt return that just was not catchable. I don't know what that was. And then, just things didn't bounce our way, man. But, we got to, look at the things that we did do well, man, and, look forward to our next game next week against the Giants, man. And it's going to be tough. Thank you for having me, man. Yeah.
Appreciate that. You guys heard Massive speak out after the suffering loss against the Steelers, 3 points. Will Howard, 282, 3 TDs, 2 interceptions. James People, he's the rookie from Ohio State. He had 122 yards on the ground. A lot of offense in this game, but it really came down to, as he said, just a few costly mistakes. And but he did have 2 interceptions on defense, so he was given opportunities to win this football game. They just could not capitalize. Next up we had was the Bills and the Seahawks. Bills won 33-15. 5 turnovers. Just can't get anything done like that. Bo Nix threw 5 interceptions. That pretty much tells us exactly how this game went. Just way too many turnovers in this one. But we have to give credit to the Buffalo Bills defense. Bud Clark had 2 interceptions. Cole Bishop, Benjamin Morrison, and Maxwell Harrison had an interception. So that's what you want to do. Next up we had was the 49ers and the Panthers. 49ers lost 15-14. The turnovers was pretty clean in this one. Let's take a look at the time of possession. Appreciate that absolution. Yeah, I'm back, man. Back, ready to go. Time of possession, Panthers did win the time of possession. That's pretty big. You want to gain an edge some type of way. Nico had 284, 1 TD. Neither side ran the ball well. 28 yards on the ground, 20 yards, just not good. But they did throw the ball a lot in this game. T-Mac had 126, 9 catches. And then George Kittle had 2 TDs. This was a very, very good game. It was a old school style type of game, very low scoring, no turnovers, just completely slow paced game. But nevertheless, the Panthers was able to come out on top in that one, 15-14. Next up we had was the Texans and the Bengals. Bengals won 45-21. Turnover battle was 3-1. Way too many turnovers from the Texans. 4 total TDs by Joe Burrow. Saquon Barkley ran the ball well. We know Miami Killer loves to run the ball, but he did get some things done in the air as well. Nico Collins, 2 TDs, 5 receptions, 136, but Jamar Chase was Jamar Chase. 7 receptions, 192 TDs. A lot of offense in this one. Costly mistakes, but you have to give credit to the Bengals defense coming up with 3 interceptions on the defensive side of the ball. So that allowed the Bengals to control the game, and they got the job done. Next up we had was the Patriots and the Dolphins. Dolphins, 3 interceptions, another 3-1 turnover category. Drake made 361, 4 TDs. And then you got Tua had 3 TDs, but 3 interceptions. This is way too many interceptions. Nobody ran the ball well. Not even a total of 100 yards rushing by both sides. Kyle Williams, 5 receptions, 112, 1 TD. Tanner Koziel, tight end, he had 9 receptions, 109. And then TJ Hawkinson, he had 2 total TDs in this one. Just way too many turnovers, though. You have to give credit to the Patriots defense coming up big in this one. And then they got the job done. Moving on, we had the Ravens and the Giants. Ravens won 41-20. 2-1 as far as turnover battle. Ravens did win a time of possession. Lamar Jackson, 274, 3 TDs, no interceptions. Jackson Dart threw 2 interceptions. Pretty costly in this one. Dylan Edwards been running very well. 136, 2 TDs on the ground. Malik Neighbors, 6 receptions, 108, 2 TDs. That's great, but it's just the turnovers, and you have to give credit to the Ravens defense being able to capitalize on those mistakes, and they won 41-20. Next up we had was Bears OJ. I did interview OJ after the suffering loss. I was very surprised to see Caleb Williams throw 4 interceptions, and I asked him about it, and we'll hear what he had to say after the loss.
Stephen A., glad to have you back. Hope you don't have any Dominican babies running around in 9 months. What I'm going to say is the performance that we've had starting the year off has been unacceptable. We're 2-4. We're not going to finish with more than 4 losses. Unacceptable. Yeah, pretty pissed off. Pretty pissed off here in Chicago. Not protecting the ball, getting behind the chains on first down, not running the ball well. Defense couldn't stop a damn nosebleed. Defense has sucked, quite frankly. Defense has absolutely sucked. There's been one guy that showed up to play this year. He knows who he is. I know who he is, and that's all that matters. Everybody else, you're on a high alert. your ass will get cut. I don't care who you are. Your ass will get cut. It's absolutely unacceptable, the performance that we're putting on. It seems as though there's a hangover from the Saints debacle 2 straight years. But no matter what, we ain't going to be seeing the Saints because we ain't even going to be seeing the damn playoffs if we don't get this figured out. It's been abysmal, atrocious, horrific, lackadaisical effort. Pitiful.
Yeah, but as he said before, I'm very, very surprised. This is a team that's always in the playoffs every year, and them not running the ball well is also a shocker. Blake Horvath having one of the worst years from what I see. Obviously, I haven't been in here for a long time to keep up with everything, but I assume he's not having the type of career or the type of season that he's normally having. So but the Eagles was able to win 45-28. Next up we had was Coop. He lost a huge one. Speaking of the Saints been rolling. They won 40-20. Let's take a listen to hear what Coop had to say. I also interviewed the Saints after the big win.
Yeah, that game was not very fun. I had a pregame scenario where they wanted me to get Bijan 20 carries, so I kind of became hyper-focused on that and kind of felt like I didn't even care about the outcome of the game. I just wanted that XP, which doesn't make any sense because he's 99 overall. So obviously he ran the ball well. I know my first drive, I think I had Algier open in the flats, wide open near the red zone, and I hit the wrong button and threw it into like double or triple coverage like an idiot. I scored to take the lead, to go up 14-10. He blocked my extra point, ran it back for 2, and kind of was just all downhill from there. It felt like anytime I had a chance for a third down stop, Arch Manning just took off running. So credit to him on that. I probably should have left a spy out there or something. So I don't know. We'll see. 4-2, not bad. We'll bounce back.
All right, so you guys had a chance to take a listen to hear what Coop had to say. Now let's see what the Saints had to say.
What's going on, Stephen A? Hope you enjoyed your trip. Overall, it was a pretty good game on offense and a solid game on defense, which is kind of sad considering Bijan ran for like 300 yards, 290. I was close. But on offense, we were able to just move the ball in different ways, rushing, passing. Arch was able to make some plays with his legs, either on a scramble or breaking the pocket to throw the ball. But Arch played great, 4 touchdowns, only 3 incompletions, 1 sack, which part of it was my fault. It was a bad decision. When I got blitzed or my tackle got beat, it was one of the two. But Jamal Haynes played good, 98 yards on a touchdown. But Chris Olave was a big player this game. He didn't get a touchdown, but he had a lot of first down catches, was able to keep us on the field. No Fant's been solid for us. Jared Judy didn't have a big game, but he had a big catch for a touchdown. He's been a great addition to the offense. So much to the fact I might just go ahead and have him be my third re-sign. But O-line did solid, 1 sack allowed against James Pierce. On defense, we couldn't stop the run, especially once he got freight train going, but it got to a point where I didn't want to settle for the run and risk giving up a pass when I was up a few possessions. But Dallas Turner got a sack and a half, and 3 other players got credit for half a sack when Morello was sacked twice. So I guess a lot of people hit him that play. Christian Harris got an interception on the opening drive, so that was good. But our secondary did good, able to keep the passing to a minimum. So, our defense did something. But, we'll just try to keep it going and try to win games one way or another. and hope to improve over the season.
Appreciate you right there. As you guys heard, both owners speak out after the high scoring game. Lastly, we had the Broncos and the Chiefs. Broncos won 31-13. Turnover battle was 2-1. Drew Aller, 3 total TDs in the air. Marshawn Lord had 105, 1 TD. Receiving wise, not a lot, but maybe you could say the turnovers. Well, I mean, they traded interceptions, but they also had a fumble somewhere as far as the turnover battle with 2-1. I guess we could say that the Broncos were able to play great defense. They won a time of possession, and then they also won first downs. And they didn't outrush. They didn't outrush the Chiefs, but it's the turnovers, the time of possession, and then they also had an edge on the third down conversion. So that's also great. Let's take a look and see what we've missed. Looking at the standings, AFC North right now, you got the Steelers and the Bengals. You also have the Ravens and the Browns, still wide open. AFC South, you got the Colts, Titans, and the Texans. And you guys know I pretty much upset my guys this year going on vacation. But I mean, it's a far stretch to get to the playoffs this year. AFC East, you got the Patriots. Wow, the Patriots undefeated. Then you have the Dolphins and the Bills and the Jets. Surprised to see the Jets down there this year. AFC West, you got the Raiders, Broncos, Chargers, and the Chiefs. Everything's wide open. But the Raiders is pretty much trying to control the AFC West. They are on a one-game losing streak, so that's something to take a look at. NFC North, you got the Vikings, Packers, Bears, and the Lions. With the Vikings ahead, they're 3 games ahead of the Packers on the 4-game winning streak. So they're winning some games as far as the Vikings. Saints looking good, man. Saints been rolling. I see that they haven't fell off since I've been gone. 6-1, 3-game winning streak. They are 3-0 in the division as well. They are one of the favorite teams to finish strong this year. But you also have the Bucks. The Bucks playing great. Falcons and the Panthers. All 4 of these teams could make the playoffs. The way that it's looking right now. NFC East is very surprising to see. Well, not necessarily. This is a division that's always very tight. You have the Cowboys, Commanders, and the Eagles battling it out. Giants on a bad season, 0-6. But the Cowboys and the Commanders undefeated in the division as of right now. So it's something to look at. But they're both losing right now. Cowboys lost a tough one. And then you also have the Commanders on a 2-game losing streak. Eagles on a 1-game losing streak. So this division is wide open. No one really wants to take over right now. NFC West, you have the Rams, Seahawks, 49ers still hanging in there, but I'm surprised to see them down there. So we're seeing a lot of different teams running the show as far as these division standings. Usually we'll see the 49ers up top, the Jets. So a lot of this is surprising to me being back. Rams and the Seahawks undefeated in the division. 49ers 0-2 in the division, so they want to try to go ahead and get things turned around. Colts undefeated, no surprise right there. Patriots undefeated. So we see that we have 2 teams that's unbeaten as of right now. Top performers, Caleb Williams, Lenore Sellers, and Drake May. As far as passing go, Bijan Robinson, Haynes, and Barkley up top in rushing. Branch, Ibuka, and Smith, top 3 in receiving. Sack leaders, you got Carles, Hendrickson, and Sweat. Interceptions, you got Carles again. Wow, so he's leading in sacks and interceptions. It's pretty damn good. Starks and Clark. Damn, so he leading the sack, interceptions, and tackles. Carles also has 64 total tackles. So I would assume that he's one of the top candidates for defensive players of the year and possibly MVP or something like that. Um, let's take a look and see. Wait a minute. I don't think that's out yet. It's not out yet, but I would say that that's definitely something to take a look at um, with that type of play. So, so yeah, we see the weekly team stats right now. Number one offense is the Bears, Colts, Eagles, our top three right now. Defensively, you got the Raiders. Wow. So the Raiders has the best defense in the Gfssl league. Seahawks, Panthers, conversions, Saints, Colts, Raiders. Turnovers, Saints. Okay, Saints 10, 9, and 8 as far as Buccaneers and the Bills. So that's something to take a look at right there. So yeah, we definitely excited to be back. I'm gonna try my best to try to make a strong finish with the show and with the team. We have the Texans. Not sure if that game gonna get played or not, but we're trying to play it. And so we'll try to get some wins under our belt ahead of next season. And we'll be back. We're back for sure. So very excited to be back. And as I said before, as far as incentives, I do want to finish strong this year and at least have a Super Bowl pot if we don't do anything. And then next season, we'll get back to doing everything else. So if you want to donate, you're welcome to do so. If you don't, it's not a big deal. We will have a Super Bowl pot for sure. We'll have an announcement on that.